Good morning, Geekdom. Wouldn't be a car stream without some screw up happening somewhere in there, so that was not the intro. Like, share, subscribe, support the stream if you feel so inclined. How y'all doing? I am all right. Still a little clogged up due to the allergies, but the weather here was 90 degrees and then it went down to 60s yesterday, and then today it's like it's ramped back up to the 70s. California, California weather. Allergies cannot keep up. I'm trying to get some sleep last night because I could breathe. But I got a lot of things going on in my mind that has nothing to do with YouTube and shit. So sucking up my creative energy, so to speak. But I was thinking today about what today is, being Tuesday, and what do we have on the horizon for the kingdom. And then some of the stuff I saw this weekend where I thought it was kind of funny. Some of my favorite parents didn't have much to say this weekend because I didn't give them shit to parent. I did a little bit. I did give them to parent. They still parented that shit too. Like, well, don't worry, baby bird. Daddy will feed you. Daddy will feed you sooner or later. So I thought it was interesting. I thought it was really interesting because after I did my show Sunday, I just sat there and listened to folks in the Geek Space. And shouldn't even talk about it anymore because it should be a dead topic. But I listened to talking points come out that I had seen and how they try to hold that shit really quickly. They really try to hold it quickly. I thought it was interesting in the sense that I'm over in Black sector of YouTube where they see this as being not valuable, geek content in this space being not valuable. Anybody else in other space does see it as valuable. It's when they take it and run with it, try to put their stamp on it. That's what I'm saying. Really interesting. Really interesting. I think this is the anger man frustration. Break out of that box that people put you in to keep you manageable and from growing. So they can go off. This is like a vampire. Keeping people locked up in their basement. It's good to suck on them every once in a while to get that nice sustaining energy. But it's not good to let them out because then you actually with them. Yep, you know what? It is Taco Tuesday. It is Taco Tuesday. And this Tuesday, I don't even feel like having tacos. Maybe I'll do it later today, but I don't feel like having tacos. I feel like sushi and Thai food. Maybe some Mediterranean. Having a taste of some surf and turf. And I didn't get it this weekend when I went to Pier 39. So got a taste for it. But anyway, Geek Space. So tonight, midnight, is the final episode of Secret Invasion, which means this will probably be the time when people finally start watching the show because it's over. They'll binge those episodes and then they'll have an opinion on what they think about the whole series as a whole. Not seeing it develop, not seeing it grow, none of that shit. Binge it and then they'll be done with it. Eat and shit like babies. And then there will be a bit of a Marvel drought, as I understand it. There'll be a bit of a drought. You won't have anything major for Marvel coming out until November with the Marvels. And from nothing more than it being the Captain Marvel being second appearance of Brie Larson starred in a Marvel show, movie. The shit for that one is already sitting in buckets by the stage. It is. The shit to throw at that movie is already sitting in buckets waiting. All you need to do is, scoop up some hay in your hand, put your head in the bucket, start flinging that shit like a monkey at the zoo. Because that motherfucker's almost dead on arrival too. Just like Indiana Jones 5. Dead on delivery. So the Marvels, excuse me, Disney Entertainment is about to take that black eye too. They are about to take that black eye too. I mean, Mickey Mouse had 2 black eyes in the same year. More than 2, but at least for the heavies, you take a shot. Because you can shit on Ant-Man all you want to. You can say, oh, the main complaint is that, oh, it's endorsing communism and shit like that. What the fuck are we? McCarthy era? I don't give a fuck. Half of the shit we got in America is a bit of socialism. So shut up. Like y'all true patriots. Half of the motherfuckers won't even serve in the military. Patriotic shit. So I don't give a fuck about that shit. Ants do work together. Or they're order. They're working together to get shit done. You want to call it a political system if you want to. That's your business. But they do get shit done. When all our goofy asses are shuffled off this earth, they'll probably still be here, building with each other. So I'm really thinking about what's going to happen in this drought of MCU content, because I mentioned something a couple of weeks ago on a stream, on one of my Shop Talk streams, about what's going to happen with this writer strike and the actor strike when the actors go in. And for me, I was for it because they wasn't producing good shit anyway. They weren't. So I wasn't worried about it. It was giving me an opportunity to go back and watch some older shows that were actually good. And it's been my theory that I've put out there many times on the streams, that you know how bad television and movies have gotten when you constantly keep going back to older stuff to find the stuff that we really enjoy watching. That's how you know. That's how you know the stuff that's being produced right now is garbage. Because I can tell you, the music that I'm listening to now is not from this time frame. No, it's not. was old stuff, 90s stuff. AM was playing some 90s R&B the other day. Her New Edition, nigga, I almost start, shaking the water bottle in my house and lighting the lighter. Like, oh, shit. Stand in the rain. The shit was good that made you feel something. None of this stuff makes you feel anything. Or I should say, it doesn't make you have any of those happy feelings. No. It makes you feel depressed about yourself, mad that you are, the gender, the race, or whatever you are, embarrassed for how the heroes act, for the people who are supposed to be heroes. Some sense of kinship for the villain. Like, get the fuck out of here, dude. This is dumb. This is dumb shit. Appalled if you want to sit there and watch, She-Hulk and watch her twerking with Megan Thee Stallion. That's a double embarrassment. That is not an endorsement for me at all. I don't give a fuck about Megan Thee Stallion, and I damn sure don't give a fuck about She-Hulk Tatiana Maslany twerking. But no ass. White girls twerking is comical to me. Why? Because you're saying that you choose to act like these stripper chicks. That's what you're telling me. That's what you're telling me. It's like a weird feeding frenzy where black chicks want to be white chicks and white chicks want to be the worst black chicks. Crazy. Craziest shit I ever seen. I've been eating this hotel. Wonder why I can't get food. So to see all of that stuff and see how embarrassing, disappointing, sad, just utterly revolted some of this stuff is. Season 3 of The Mandalorian. It's like, these folks really, if not trying to go after your kids, statedly trying to influence them in some of the most wrong and debaucherous behaviors ever. And I can't really blame them for trying, because propaganda and political systems always want to go after your kids. They ain't worried about your ass. They're worried about their next generation. If they can influence them, fuck you. And wait for you to die. They want your children to. It's like all good pedos. Want to have their way with your children. So these ideas that keep forcing out there, that keeps making all these shows shitty as hell to the people who grew up on them, who supported them, who gave them the money to turn them into franchises. Get turned off and want to walk away from it. They ain't doing it for you. They're doing it for that see that alpha. Feel kind of fluid and non something. Stick these ideas in their head because they know they so much Teletubbies. They've been raised on TV so much they only believe what the TV tells them. Listen to that classic line from the movie Network and how dude was going off about you. You only do what the tube tells you. You think like a tube, you act like a tube. You buy what the tube tells you to buy. Talking about the ills of television. Get that shit back in the 80s, 70s. Does anybody with a fucking brain can see it? Plan it out. You can plot it out. This is where this will probably go. We don't put some checks and balances in this shit. So, all of this crap that's circling the drain, think Secret Invasion is the last decent show that the MCU has on the horizon. And then you're just going to see what it's going to be. And one of the things I mentioned that I heard echoed on with a bigger microphone, which I thought was hilarious, was that one of the things that this strike will probably do, is cut off a lot of these shitty review commentators. Will. Know why? They got nothing to report on. Some of them. I think the ones who only repeat other people are going to be up short because they're not thinkers. They're regurgitators. They're not thinkers. They don't come up with ideas. They're not actually seeing this stuff, churning it out in their own, brain beats, and having an original idea. What they say on YouTube is a hot take. They don't have that. They got reheated takes. Snippets of other people's shit. So they're going to be up short. So I heard that echo and I thought it was funny. I said, I must have had a point. Because for me, film, movies, and television shows and stuff like that, I never needed to focus solely on the stuff that was coming out. You know why? That's why I started doing the Sunday binges. The Sunday binges were about movies that I liked or hadn't seen or wanted to see, just to review them to give you guys my take. Movies I may have seen before I ever started doing my YouTube channel and reviewing shit. And give you my take on it, maybe influence you to go and give it a watch. Because I know some of you are younger. You're not as old as me. You haven't seen the number of fucking movies and TV shows and series that I've watched and enjoyed. So it may be interesting to give you that feel on it, that take on it. Because I know growing up, there's a lot of shows that my elders liked, I hadn't seen. And I wouldn't have seen it if they didn't set me down and give me to watch it. Then I got some context from this old show. And not, it's just old. It's black and white. It's a lot of singing in this. I ended up finding stuff that I really loved. It ended up showing to my kids. That's how you perpetuate things forward. The values that you actually are important to go forward. That's how. Share it with the younger generation. Right now, you got motherfuckers pouring this goofy shit into the younger generation. Unproven, untested, not the way shit goes, just to socially engineer the motherfuckers into being the next group of living. So, really interested to see what happens after this in the meantime, because the big movies that are coming out after this, it's not really happening until November. It's not really happening until November. There's some movies coming out in between there, but some of it is all artsy shit. Like the Napoleon movie, I'm gonna go see the Napoleon movie because I like Joaquin Phoenix and I don't mind a historical movie. I don't mind history. I like history. Prove to you how stupid people is over and over and over again. How much motherfuckers don't want to learn. How certain seats of power always trying to pull that bullshit. Always. Can't get it through this time, and just wait till enough of you have died off it and try to get with your kids. See if they learned anything. So I don't mind a historical movie. I do want to see the post, and I will. Some other stuff that's coming out, I'm not going to see that Exorcist Believer. I think they mixed up two fucking movies in the same. The Exorcist and Believers, which is two separate damn movies. Two separate awesome movies, I might add. But the new Exorcist movie, that was kind of jarring to see before Oppenheimer. Like, tone is awful. Tone is really awful. Why is it showing before Oppenheimer? That don't make no sense. But it was there on IMAX and it looked fucked up, as you would expect. There was some old callbacks and stuff like that. This time you can fear a priest. I already did the nun. And some of the other stuff that was coming out. Oh no, The Creator is coming out, I think, in August. Yeah. There's some other stuff that I'll see. And I'll be happy to watch. Excuse me. Can't remember when Equalizer 3 comes out. I know it's soon. I can't remember how soon it was coming out, if it was in October or September. But I'll go see Equalizer 3 because it's going to be in Italy, Santorini, a place that's on my list to visit. It looks beautiful. So, yeah, I'll go see that. I like to do some of my world traveling through movies, at least movies that actually go to real places and real sets. Because I can tell you that watching Mission Impossible 7 was an experience because it did get you back in that flow of understanding. We go to real places, we do real things. That's the difference between a movie and a television show. That's the difference. Television show have to use sets and CG and shit like that to get their show across because they don't have the money to fly across the fucking world. And like, we're going to be in the middle of the Tunisian desert. We're going to be out on the ocean filming this. That's the difference between movies and television. If you have movies completely filmed on CG sound stages, you're missing something. You're missing something. You're supposed to be in real world environments as much as possible. That's what makes it fun. Problem with real world environments with geek properties is you got so many goddamn people waiting to snap a picture and spoil this shit for the whole audience. You'll be out filming for a month out somewhere, and them motherfuckers that had leaked photos, a script, and everything else online. By the time your movie come out, nobody wants to see the shit because they read all about it. They read the script. They saw all the screenshots. They don't need to watch it. Because these type of motherfuckers is that damn silly that all they need is snippets. They don't even want to watch the whole fucking thing. 2 hours or not. 1 second, you guys. All right. Not really my type. I'll keep that to myself. I'll say that. Equalizer 3 comes out in September. Cool. So it was in October. Awesome. Thanks.
So I'll check that out soon. There's a couple of decent movies coming out. So The Creator, The Equalizer, Napoleon, some other shit. I watch that, but as far as geek movies and stuff like that, and everybody trying to fall back a minute because they thinking, oh, it's fatigue. It's not fatigue from you coming out with the shit. It's fatigue from it not being good. Look, I'll sit in a restaurant and let them keep feeding me food that's really good. I will. I'll probably keep eating if I want to be a gluttonous ass. But if you're gonna keep feeding me food and each dish one after the other is equal parts of shit and more shit, I'm not gonna want to eat. I'm not. Yeah, that would be oversaturation. Because some of the good shows, stuff like that, got canceled and didn't get brought back. Like I could look forward to an Invincible season 2 or a Boys season 4 or 5. But what am I saying? I'm looking forward to some good shit coming back and seeing people get messed up and seeing somebody who actually cares about writing a good freaking story tell me a good story. What I'm not looking for is the next big action set piece with a movie title on top of the next bastardization of a character or a story that I actually enjoy as a comic book reader. Seeing somebody who didn't read it, didn't care about it, don't like that I like it, don't understand why I like it, take it and had a fucking way with it like it's a $2 hoe. No, not looking forward to that shit. That is not, the thing that makes me excited to see it. It's like I was having a conversation with a commenter, person in my comment section on the Foundation show, and he had a long comment, but it was substantive, right? About how much it's not like the book, and how some of these characters were better in the book, and that's what you wanted to see. So yes, you're absolutely right. And this is why I find it funny this season that I'm willing to watch this show completely divorcing it from the book. Because first season already showed me they're not going off the book. They are doing something completely different with these characters. And this is not the fucking book at all. So whatever I liked about the book, I'm going to have to keep liking in the book because it's not going to be here in this show. And if it is in this show, it's going to be twisted and mangled up into some other bullshit that fits the narrative that they want to use right now. Now, the saving grace for it is that it's science fiction. It can still be interesting. It can still look good. But calling it the foundation is the sticky point. Shouldn't call it the foundation. Cornerstone, something else, but you shouldn't call it the foundation because this ain't the foundation. Based on is right. Loosely based would be better. Loosely based. You took the names and the characters because, in all honesty, I wanted to see Demerzel Cheddar Hummond, enigmatic, you know, power broker in a sense. I did not want to see the robot getting banged out. I saw Westworld was a thing. Okay, that's not what I was looking for. But somebody else in their own proclivities needed to have that in there, which is what I told you was kind of problematic about this motherfucker doing this show. But Hollywood love that kind of bullshit. So whatever, whatever the fuck. I'm sure there's somebody else who read this damn story that would want to do it. That's a director who would want to do it justice. Might be Denis Villeneuve. Maybe he was too busy doing the Dune books, the Dune movies. But It is what the fuck it is. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. It's time for me to get some of this work stuff done. Yeah, what's up, pretty lady? How's my week going? It's only Tuesday. It's not a week yet. It's just Tuesday. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. Um, thank you guys for coming through, listening to this bullshit. I will catch you next time. Peace.